Hello, everybody, and welcome to Solshow. My name is Sol, and today we are talking about the 2021 edition of Candyman. Just a little FYI, I have not watched any of the other Candyman films. I haven't seen Candyman 1. I haven't seen Candyman 2 or 3. So this will be a fresh take on the Candyman franchise. I know it's sort of like a sequel spin-off sort of thing, but I didn't know that going in. I thought it was a reboot. If you wanted me to know that, you should have named it Candyman 4, Candyman A New Legacy or some shit, Candyman Revelations. So I did not know that going in, but I don't think it hindered my experience too much because I actually really enjoyed Candyman. It's about a man named Anthony. He is a aspiring painter who just can't quite get to the cusp of greatness that is in his head. He's just trying to chase that dragon, trying to become the best artistic artist. He's just a straight up artist. It's not even like a kind of metaphorical term like us. He's just an artist. He makes art. And him and his wife, like she has these little art shows that she's like putting him on, and they got a good thing going on there in a healthy relationship, but then bam, everything changes when he's like, you know what? I might paint about this Candyman guy. The Candyman is a urban legend folk tale about a man named Sherman who basically got murdered via police brutality, and it's written by Jordan Peele. He goes really deep on the themes and concepts around police brutality. He has a lot of things to say about it, and it's illustrated not very subtly at all. In films like Get Out and Us, I felt like it had a commentary about these things, but it could hold back enough to like let the story come first. There was times in Candyman where I felt like it was trying to, be just a little bit preachy, but it is what it is. I've seen films like Spiral, that one Saw film, that felt like it kind of was able to talk about these things in a way that Candyman couldn't, because Candyman is so on the nose, and it even has a painting in the film where someone just says, "Oh, you're just showing violence and grotesque for the sake of violence and grotesque," and just like, "Oh, stunning! Oh, that's all the nuance there." And I feel like that about this film, but on terms of like uh social commentary. Instead of like, having metaphorical characters or having reading between the lines, I'm just reading the line. And that's unfortunate. That being said, I think I set myself up a little high because when I saw the credits rolling, I saw Jordan Peele wrote, Jordan Peele produced. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then the first like act of this film, like I really enjoyed, and even the characters were very natural. Again, Jordan Peele's a fucking amazing writer. You have like this very upper class black couple who has like gay friends, and they just casually speak French sometimes. And I was like, "Oh, this is a nice, refreshing take." And I felt like there was so much good shit I liked in that first half, and things were still spooky. And suddenly it's just not that anymore. The second half is completely um Candyman is here. We're gonna learn everything about him. There's gonna be no mystery, no. It's not even. It's still a horror film, the entire film, but it doesn't become about the horror anymore. It feels like it's more about the social commentary. That being said, though, the horror is good. The horror is great. In fact, there are moments like just this guy right here, Anthony. The evolution of this guy is probably the best thing about this film. A simple bee sting goes a long way in this film, and then you learn more about his origin, and then like the folk tale becomes more of a reality kind of thing. And he has like a lifelong crisis. I was gonna say a midlife crisis, but it's his whole life gets spun on his ass, and he's just sent spiraling down the rabbit hole that is the Candyman legend, and it just gets worse from there. And the resolution is actually pretty spectacular. That being said, at some point the film like kind of lost me because I really thought this was going to be like one of my favorite films of the year at one point. And then like it just wasn't that anymore. And I felt like I was being disingenuous when I was thinking about it because like immediately I was like, "Oh, this is a great film." And the more I thought about it, there's certain films that I've given scores to, and then like the next day when I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, I don't know about that. And I felt like all of that happened in just like the car ride home. I went from like, damn, that was an amazing movie. And then by the car ride home, I was like, I feel like I want to like it more than I actually liked it. Keep in mind, there's certain stylistic cinematography choices that were chef's kiss. They're on point. There are character moments in here that are really good. The horror is on point. This film does a lot of really cool shit, but like the last leg of the movie, there's like characters doing things that like you're just like, oh, we went from 0 to 100 really fast. I think this film could have been better if they just maybe made a little longer and just spent more time focusing on certain things, like actually like showing the evolution of like the guy from the laundromat. I'm tiptoeing around it. The guy from the laundromat went 0 to 100 real fast. I didn't know how to feel about that. And like by the end, it just becomes this bloody fucking mess of a movie. And I just kind of liked it more when it was spooky, you know? The first half of the film, you only really see Candyman in like flashbacks or like in the reflections, like in the mirror. Very cool effect. And then by the end of the film, it's goatsy and spread asshole, everything there is to see. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then it ends, and that's it. And you're just like, okay. Um, I would love a Candyman too, but it's like, what could you even do with it at this point? You've completely uh emptied out all the mystery around this character. And don't get me wrong, it's still a really good movie. I just don't think it was that great movie that I initially thought it was gonna be. But you know, my wife, she enjoyed the 1990s Candyman film, and she enjoyed this film more than me. So maybe I just gotta go back and watch the original. Maybe I'll have a new take on this film years from now if I ever watch it again. But as for now, that remains to be seen. I did enjoy the film. For instance, just films like Get Out and Us, they do the exact same thing. It's just more subtle. It doesn't feel as blatant. It feels more natural. And that's not even like my biggest gripe with the film. My biggest gripe is again that I just felt like the second half did everything it could all at once, whereas the first half felt much more held back, and it was just a weird pacing issue there. But that's really all I got for this one. I'm gonna give Candyman a 7 out of 10. That is a strong 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this review and want to watch more, I have many other movie reviews on this channel. I also have my main channel, your boy Soul. Links for that are all over my channel. Go check that out. Thank you for watching again, and until next time, with that, I leave you. Bye.